How's it going? Steven here. Today, my guest has the need for speed. Nice gold color. There's some yeast haze going on, but it is kind of see-through. The head is nice and rocky, good mixture of bubbles. I poured this quite a while ago and the head's still sticking around, so good retention. Bear Republic Brewing Company was founded in 1995 in Healdsburg, California by members of the Norgrove family. The name and logo was inspired by the Bear Flag Revolt of 1846, a small conflict that occurred in Sonoma County between an insurgent militia formed by American immigrants and the Department of the Californias under the Centralist Republic of Mexico. In 1996, Bear Republic's most recognized beer, and our subject today, debuted. It was first packaged in July 1997, and it went on to win numerous awards. At the Great American Beer Festival, it won gold under the American IPA category in 1999, silver in 2005 and 2006, and gold under American Strong Pale Ale in 2009, while at the World Beer Cup, it won silver under American Style India Pale Ale in 2004. It's also won numerous smaller competitions in California and abroad. But Racer 5 wasn't their only decorated beer, as many of their core beers also brought home awards at GABF and the World Beer Cup. In 2005, they expanded to a new production facility in Cloverdale named Factory 5. The following year, they won Small Brewing Company and Small Brewing Company Brewer of the Year at GABF. By 2017, they had grown to the 40th largest independent craft brewery in the country, and one of the largest in Northern California. But it wouldn't continue to go well. Bear Republic saw its sales decline in the double digits every year since 2017. This misfortune would result in the closure of the Healdsburg location in 2019. Their biggest dip, however, happened in 2021, when sales dropped 15% that year, and the end was likely nigh for the brewery. Just recently, in 2023, Drake's acquired the recipes and intellectual property of Bear Republic, and that's where the story ends for now. The mid-2000s and early 2010s were a very different landscape for beer, and with variety and competition at its peak right now, these legacy breweries can easily get overshadowed. Consensus among fans outside of the Sonoma area was that this beer was less and less available and not nearly as good or as fresh as some of their local offerings. So you can see why they ended up in the position that they're in right now. I've seen some anecdotal reports of this beer tasting worse or not quite the same as it used to be since the Drake's acquisition. And the only thing that I can think of that might contribute to that is that it's no longer bottle conditioned. Currently, the cans are brewed and packaged in San Leandro by Drake's and the bottles in San Jose by Gordon Biersch. So my can actually still says Cloverdale on it. So maybe the can production is split between Cloverdale and San Leandro. I'll have to look into this a little bit. I've got the can here because at the time of purchase, the cans were fresher than the bottles. And I also just really prefer cans. The beer, to me, seems more or less like it's supposed to, but it's been a really long time since I've had it, so it's hard to draw a very accurate comparison. I'm just saying this so you consider it when you go to buy this beer. So this has a pretty strong citrus peel, mostly orange and kind of grapefruit. There's kind of a pine, earthy, and floral underneath all of that. And there's a spice note that comes up more when this has a little bit of warmth to it. And then a nice little kiss of that caramel malt and some bread. Cascade hops. You know you can type Cascade with one hand? So the body on this is medium light. The bitterness is assertive. The carbonation is moderate and a little bit rounded. The feel is firm and the finish is dry and bitter. So I have really fond memories of drinking this beer back when I was a youngin', drinking it in Bombers. But I think from Bear Republic, Big Bear Black Stout was my personal favorite. I bought it more times than I can remember. This was once one of California's most decorated IPAs, but is it still an award-winning IPA? Was it worthy of all those accolades? What I do know is that it's like a liquid time capsule to an era without clear West Coast IPAs or hazy New England IPAs. There was just American IPA. More rooted in its English origins with American experimentation and Californian exuberance. A simpler time? Maybe. A better time? Not necessarily. But if you don't remember where you came from, you don't know where you are. Cheers, and thanks for watching.